What did prehistoric Earth actually look like? Forget about a peaceful, cinematic paradise. The reality was an apocalyptic wasteland, where oceans violently boiled and the sky was choked with toxic volcanic ash. If the entire planet reeked of rotten eggs, how long could your modern lungs survive the poison? And could you outrun a carnivorous bug the size of a hawk? Brace yourself. Here is exactly what would happen if you traveled back to prehistoric Earth. Time to figure out your surroundings. You've just touched down 500 million years in the past, dropped right into the heart of the Cambrian period. The familiar blue marble you call home hasn't even formed yet. Just barren rock, alien moss, and a massive, endless ocean stretching to the horizon. You try to take a deep breath, but you immediately drop to your knees, gasping. The atmospheric oxygen is brutally low. It feels like trying to run a marathon while breathing through a cocktail straw at the peak of Mount Everest. And that sunburn already forming on your arms, the ozone layer barely exists yet. You're essentially warm bread in a toaster. Toasty. To cool off, you crawl to the water's edge, but watch your fingers. This is the Cambrian explosion. Scurrying along the seabed are trinobites, looking like spiky underwater armored vacuums. Lurking right above them is Anomalocaris, a bizarre shrimp-like nightmare, equipped with grasping tentacles and a circular mouth made of jagged plates. Luckily, its body maxes out at about 15 inches long. So technically, you're the apex predator here, living your best life. You smack the dashboard and jump forward 100 million years to the Devonian. Take a deep breath. Much better. Oxygen's finally climbing, thanks to Earth's very first trees putting down their roots. But frankly, you're starving. You fashion a rudimentary wooden spear and wade into the shallows to catch dinner. Big mistake. This is the age of fishes. Suddenly, the water turns freezing cold, and a shadow the size of a city transit bus glides directly beneath your feet. You are staring down Dunkleosteus. This prehistoric submarine doesn't even bother with normal teeth. Its massive skull is armored with thick, self-sharpening bone plates acting like hydraulic guillotines. Its jaw opens in 1/50th of a second, creating a massive vacuum that sucks its prey right in. It packs a bite force powerful enough to snap a modern pickup truck in half. Your little wooden spear? Yeah, it isn't going to do a thing. You scramble backward into the mud, terrified. Right there on the riverbank, you lock eyes with Titanic, a weird, lobe-finned fish dragging itself onto dry land. That slimy little guy is basically the evolutionary great-granddaddy of every four-legged animal on Earth. Give him a high five and get out of here in a jiff. You punch in 300 million years ago. Welcome to the Carboniferous. The doors hiss open to a sweltering swamp forest, and instantly you feel invincible. Oxygen spiked to a staggering 35%, like you just chugged 3 energy drinks. But there's a massive buzzkill. With that much extra oxygen, insects don't play by your timeline's size limits. The bugs are getting in on the act. You hear a deafening, vibrating hum. It sounds like a rogue military drone zeroing in on your location. You look up, and your heart completely stops. Dropping from the canopy is Meganeura, an early relative of the dragonfly boasting a wingspan of almost 3 feet. Today, dragonflies are deadly aerial hunters, with a 95% kill rate. Now imagine that. Much, much bigger. The size of a hawk eyeing your head. You dive into the giant ferns to hide, and step directly on Arthropleura, a venomous millipede over 6 feet long, thick as a mattress, rearing up with hundreds of legs kicking in the damp air. You're not the apex predator anymore. You're just a soft, fleshy juice box. We are leaving. You slam the lever, desperately dropping into the late Permian period, 252 million years ago. Earth's landmasses have violently collided together into one enormous supercontinent, Pangaea. And it has turned into an absolute oven. The global average temperature is 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and inland, it becomes a scorching hostile desert. Stalking you through the dusty rocks is Dimetrodon. It looks like a beefed-up crocodile sporting a massive 5-foot fleshy fin across its back. It flashes a jaw packed with specialized serrated fangs, built specifically to shred its prey into bite-sized pieces. You brace yourself for a fight, but suddenly, the Dimetrodon stops. It turns around. It looks terrified. And it runs. Then you feel it too. The ground violently convulses beneath your feet. A deafening, world-shattering roar rips across the horizon. And it isn't coming from any animal. You have just crash-landed at ground zero of the Great Dying, the deadliest biological crisis this planet has ever faced. Deep underground in what is now Siberia, the Earth's crust has completely ripped open. Millions of cubic miles of lava are violently erupting, enough to bury the entire continent of Australia under solid rock. The sky turns a bruised, apocalyptic black. Burning ash rains down like a heavy blanket. But the smell... the smell. Massive amounts of hydrogen sulfide gas are choking the atmosphere. You are inhaling the exact same chemical that makes rotten eggs reek so bad. Acid rain begins to fall, actively blistering your skin. To add insult to injury, the global ocean heats up like a boiling cauldron. The pH levels hit an extreme, stripping the water of oxygen and turning it into a stagnant pink, toxic soup. 90% of everything living on this planet is being vaporized, suffocated, or boiled alive. If you stay one more second, your lungs will literally dissolve. You slam the lever blind, and the machine yanks you out just in time. You wake up coughing on the metal floor. Alive. It's 90 million years ago. The Cretaceous period. You kick open the doors. Sunlight. Endless greenery. Then, a rhythmic booming shakes the marrow in your bones. Towering over you, dwarfing a modern apartment complex, is Argentinosaurus, the absolute heaviest dinosaur to ever walk the Earth. Weighing up to 75 tons, it needs a staggering 100,000 calories of vegetation daily just to survive. Its massive heart works like an industrial pump, shooting blood 40 feet up its long neck. It's majestic. But one clumsy step, and you're a prehistoric human pancake. You hike down to the coastline to catch your breath, staring out at the crystal clear water, when a 60-foot mosasaur erupts from the surface. Imagine a Komodo dragon crossed with a great white, scaled up to a nuclear submarine, jaw unhinging like a python. It swallows a giant primitive turtle whole, soaking your clothes. Ocean hobbies are officially life-threatening, but don't go changing into your dry clothes just yet. Look up at the sky. That bright light isn't a second sun, it's an asteroid, 6 miles wide, headed our way at 45,000 miles per hour. It slams into the Yucatan Peninsula, packing an explosive yield equal to 10 billion atomic weapons detonating all at once. The ensuing thermal blast completely vaporizes all life within a several hundred-mile radius. The reign of the dinosaurs is officially over. Fasten your seatbelts. You warp out a millisecond before the shockwave erases you and land 60 million years ago. The dinosaurs are dead. Welcome to the Paleocene. You step into a South American swamp, muggy and about 10 degrees hotter than the modern Amazon. Sweating through your shirt, you wade waist deep into murky water to wash the asteroid ash off your face. Bump. You feel a heavy nudge against your leg. A sunken log. You look down through the green algae. The log is covered in thick, dark, slimy scales. And it's moving. You freeze. You just bumped into Titanoboa, a prehistoric apex predator, roughly the size of a city bus. 40 feet long, weighing over a ton. It relies on pure bone-crushing muscle to hunt giant crocodiles. If it wraps its massive coils around your torso, it exerts the crushing force of the Brooklyn Bridge, dropping directly onto your chest. Its mandibles stretch way beyond its brain case, and you stare down a fleshy, bottomless pit of doom. You don't run, you don't splash. You slowly, very slowly, walk backward until you hit the cold metal of your time machine. Warp drive technology works 99.7% of the time. Yeah, never tell me the odds, kid. Let's get out of here. You're violently shivering. You've landed in the Pleistocene, the Ice Age, the era of megafauna. Wrapping your jacket tight as your breath fogs the air, you watch a herd of woolly mammoths plow through the snow, massive biological tanks over 11 feet tall. If you went for a swim, you'd meet Megalodon. If you teleported to Australia, you'd meet Diprotodon, a giant angry wombat. And stalking you from the cliffs above, Smilodon, the infamous saber-toothed cat, sporting canine teeth the size of butcher knives. But wait, hiding in a dark cave, you smell something familiar: wood smoke. You find a group of early hominids, your ancestors. They are small, slow, and freezing. But they have primitive spears. They have fire. They look at you in your weird 21st century clothes and hand you a chunk of half-cooked mammoth meat. Your stomach may regret this, but right now it's a 5-star meal. Go ahead, take a bite. What could possibly go wrong? You decline a second serving, punch in today's date, and hit launch. A moment later, you're back outside, breathing boring, bug-free 21% oxygen air. Traveling back to prehistoric Earth sounds like the ultimate cinematic adventure. The reality: our planet spent hundreds of millions of years as a toxic, burning, monster-filled death trap. 99% of all species that have ever lived here are completely extinct. We survived the most homicidal planet in the universe by simply refusing to die. But what if you didn't travel back in time? What if your machine glitched and sent you 1 billion years into the future? Find out in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more impossible journeys. The universe has laws. COSO science just likes asking, what if it didn't?